I haven't done one of these in a while, especially live on the podcast. So I thought, why not bring one back? Because they always get the most response and I always get the most questions on the back of it. So welcome to Marketing Review. This is what I'm going to bring into the podcast. Now, if you want a completely free marketing review all you need to do is go to boostly.co.uk/review. Every month I pick one person, and what I do is I do a review, and sometimes I send a little Loom video off to people. Sometimes I do it on the podcast. And today we're going to look at Norman James Property. We had the amazing Yasmin Rusk came to a event that I was speaking at in London. Obviously, I think discovered me at that event and wanted to find out more and came onto the podcast, and here we are. So what I'm going to do, here's how the reviews work. I've got a lot of questions that I asked Yasmin in the review. She's answered them perfectly, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to help give her some advice to get where they want to be. And I think you will realize, and again, I've just had a super quick look at what they're putting out there. I think you'll soon realize what they need to do to help get to where they need to be. So let me flip my screen. And when we flip the screen, we'll be able to find out the answers to their questions. So we'll go through this together. So where are they based? England. How many years have you been in business? 1. How many properties do they own or manage? Is 4. They have the serviced accommodation, rent-to-rent business model or management model. What is the breakdown of your guests that mostly attract you to your property? So it's a mixture of leisure and business. What is the average night stay at the property? A very healthy 5 to 7 nights. And the average rate is a very healthy £160 a night. Which of the following best describes how you interact with your guest? Virtual. I communicate with the guest via email, phone. However, I do not interact with them during their stay. How many people are on the team? 1. The Facebook business page is Norman James Properties. The Instagram page is Norman James Properties again. And they do not have a website. They need a website doing, obviously. Do you have access to Google Analytics? No. Who is your PMS provider? The fantastic Uplisting. Do you email your guests after their stay with special offers and news? No, and they don't use any software. What is the overall occupation for the past 12 months? A very healthy 76 to 85%. And what percentage of those were direct? 0 to 15%, so very low. They spend round about up to £1,000 average in commission costs every month, so over 12 grand a year. And the ones that they're mostly listed on is Booking.com and Airbnb. They use Price Labs that links in with Uplisting, and the average nightly like stay is 160. What are the following are you doing right now to proactively promote your business? Social organic posts and calling, messaging previous guests for repeat bookings or referrals. What do they wish they could have a go at, but they aren't currently doing? Facebook ads, email marketing, Instagram ads. And how does your business calendar look? Bookings calendar look for the next 12 months? Could be better. So where do they want to be? They want to be at £50,000 a month. Where do they feel like they're struggling at? Getting longer term tenants in and expanding fast enough. So they need growth. And here's what I recommend that they do. So number 1, Yasmin, if you are watching this back, first things first, you need to build a brand. You need to build a brand that's visible online. Without having a website, you are never going to get that online brand visibility. You've done really well to get into 4 properties, which is fantastic. And obviously you've got some big aspirations and big growth goals that you have set in front of you. You say that you are posting on social media, but I see nothing on the Instagram and I see nothing on here. Really, it's very, very, very bare. So there's no brand visibility online. So first things first, use Boostly, 100%. Get your website, and I'm not just saying that, but come to us. We link up lovely with Uplisting. We'll get you a website that you can actually be proud of. Then start posting on these social media channels. That's how you will grow the brand awareness. I really love how you are contacting previous guests via phone and asking for referrals. That's a fantastic trait to have. Let's combine that now with email marketing. So first things first, try and get your guest's real email address after the point of booking. If you want help with that, there is a video in the vault on the Boostly the Boostly YouTube channel. You can go and check that out. Just type in Boostly, how to get a guest's real email address, YouTube, and it will bring up the video on there. So it's all about now growing your brand. Again, getting a website will be a major part of that. Getting a bit of brand awareness with social media posting, definitely as well. Because once you've got all that in place, what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to direct people to your website so that then they can book with you direct. And if you're averaging about £12,000 in a year on commission costs, and you've had a real strong, steady 76 to 85% occupancy, but such a low rate of percentage of direct bookings, even if we can get you into that 16 to 25% bracket of direct bookings, so just a small little shift, it'll have a massive impact on the profit and the bottom line. So Jasmine, that is what I recommend 100%. Thank you so much for filling in the form, and I wish everybody would just jump into the comments and say well done, Jasmine, for doing that. And if anybody else would like a marketing review in the future, all you need to do is go to boostly.co.uk/review, fill the form in. Every month I pick one person and you may be featured on the podcast at a later date. Okay, thank you so much for stopping by. Again, if you want a website, anybody, go to boostly.co.uk/website. Go and look at our portfolio, go and see who we have helped in the past, over 700 clients. Massively, I recommend everybody to do so if you are in need of a booking website. And I'll be back tomorrow with another podcast. Please make sure you share this video. Thanks for stopping by. And again, thank you for Jasmine for filling that form in. See you tomorrow.
Having a blast, gonna get it on the Boostly podcast. Boostly like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely.